No, we're not doing this alone. If it was just us thinking of what we could do, it would probably be a little bit harder, but the city is already investing hundreds of millions of dollars. So there's already momentum from that end. There are investors already investing in housing development, business development. So there's things going on here, and all we would be doing is adding fuel to the fire. All right, so majors or areas of interest. Again, if one of these are not your major, please don't feel like if you are interested, you can't contribute. You absolutely can. Industrial technology, management, and applied engineering. I would just call it construction. I think that they're in the STEM meeting today, but I'm definitely going to show them that we've had this meeting and try to get some of them on board. What they will be doing is infrastructure assessment. So the buildings around here, like, is it safe? You know, is the foundation faulty? Things like that. Design and planning. So looking at the zoning, what can actually be built on this empty plot of land, things like that. Sustainable development. Okay, so this is what can be built. This is what is here. Maybe this would enhance this area. That's what the IT majors would be doing. Accounting majors would be doing pro-formas. And what a pro-forma is pretty much like a forecast of the revenue. So let's say like there's an abandoned hotel. A pro-forma would say, okay, if there are this many rooms and you have about 80% of these rooms occupied on a given day, you would make about this amount of money. To keep this hotel running, you would need to pay this person, this person, this person, and then in the end, it would balance out to XYZ. That is what a pro forma pretty much is to my understanding, and so we would need accounting majors to do that. The finance majors would do economic impact forecasting. So what will be the benefit of having these extra jobs in this region? Again, projecting job creation. And management majors would do project management. So pretty much overseeing it all. You guys kind of be like the captains of the team. Also, like if we find a property that is abandoned, I would ask the management majors to help figure out how we can contact those people. Usually you can use something called Act Data Scout and find the property records, but a lot of times there's a lot of abandoned properties around here that aren't listed. We still need to figure out, look, how can we get this activated? Because this is an eyesore, and I go to school here, and I don't want to keep looking at that, okay? Marketing communications majors, you guys will just be helping me do more of what I've already been doing. And again, helping to encourage more students to join. There's different kinds of development that we could do. You guys have seen these properties all the time, right? So ugly, right? So this, when I was in school, was a dollar store, I think a Family Dollar. And it was like actually nice. I don't know what happened. But as you guys can see, it says it's for sublease. So whoever has this property is actually trying to get someone in there. You know, the city, with it having a declining population, there's probably not as many funds as they need to have a department dedicated to really pushing these properties forward. So this is kind of like a project that we could do and use the skills that we're learning here to, like, you know, actually get these properties activated. So you have that property and you have this property, which looks like it probably has a couple of different suites. So you could have different businesses in that property. And so like, how cool would it be if you had like, I don't know, like almost like a mini Walgreens, or I don't know, like places where you get your toiletries, things like that off campus so that you don't have to go all the way to Walmart. Wouldn't that be helpful? So we would figure out how we can, you know, assess the property. Is it good? Is it bad? How much is it going to cost to get fixed? And then send that information and that property to investors around the world. And then you also have residential development. So that's these houses. Again, just ugly houses. This house is across the street from the Fine Arts building. I mean, it looks like it was a really big house, you know, at the very minimum. Couldn't that be turned into like almost like an Airbnb situation where students are renting out rooms? And so for the students who maybe don't have a car, but maybe don't want to stay on campus, why not find an investor to develop that and give students another option for housing? And this is an apartment complex. Now, if you look at this picture, you can see the lake back there. When I drove past, all I saw were like wooden studs. So this would be a property we could either find an investor to try to flip, or maybe this property is like no good, we could tear it down. How cool would it be to have some high-rise apartments right there by the university where you can have a lakefront view? That's the kind of stuff that we can actually make happen, okay?